All right, Ben Parker of CardinalSportsReport.com. Last time I switched into a British accent quickly with David Bailey, but this is not football across the world. This is American football, and so I will switch back into my American accent now. So, Casey Filkins, first of all, just talk about what is the excitement level of the team playing a game in Hawaii and finally getting a chance to face against somebody new.
Yeah, no, the team's fired up. We're ready to go. I mean, like you said, it's kind of been a long time coming, just getting ready to play another team besides scrimmaging ourselves every day. Obviously Hawaii has been going through so much as of recent, and we have teammates whose families have been affected as well, and so we know how much that plays into kind of just the intensity of this game, how much that community over there is going to support their team and show out. And so it's going to be good for us to show up and just get ready to go. We're fired up.
And talk about too, just as a running backs unit, just talk about what's it like being a part of a healthy running back unit. Obviously, you going down was part of that depletion, but just how nice is it to have a healthy unit in the backfield?
It's been great. Obviously the addition of Cedric and Ryan has been awesome. And then we have Brendan Barrow, who's been back healthy, and Champ also came in. And so now that we have kind of a full room of guys, it is nice. It kind of allows us to get more effective reps than kind of just continuously pounding into the ground, kind of ruining your legs and getting tired. It keeps us fresh, keeps us ready to go, and it also makes us super competitive. It's been a really competitive camp, and we're just ready to come out and reestablish the standard of the Stanford running back room.
Yeah, and just kind of what's been kind of the main message from Coach Agnew kind of heading into this week's matchup, and just kind of his main points of emphasis across camp?
I think across camp, a big emphasis has just been knowing what your assignment is, and that's been big from a protection standpoint for us as camp. Our line, working with them every single day, figuring out if we need to help on a certain chip with the tackles, or knowing which linebacker we're going to have to pick up in a blitz call. I think that's been one of our biggest stressors, and then another one too has just been competing. Really, I think all of us have, kind of intuitively have that competitiveness in us, but Coach Agnew's done a great job of bringing that out and really pushing us every single day so that we can, grow as a group.
What's it been like learning this offensive scheme under Troy Taylor? Obviously, lots of moving parts and pieces and faster tempo. Just what's been the biggest challenges of that from a running back perspective, and also just what your overall kind of thoughts on the system?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I love the system. It's been super fun to play in. It gets running backs out in space. It has us, we're using the pass game, using the run game a lot, and it features two backs at times, a fair amount, which should grow over the season. I'd say the most challenging thing about it has been really just knowing your assignment. Everything's happening so fast, from looking to the sideline, getting the signal, and knowing when and where you got to be somewhere, knowing what the motions are. But we've repped it so many times throughout, not just at camp, but throughout the summer, throughout the spring, especially during spring ball. So we feel pretty confident, in our abilities, especially now that we've repped all these plays so many times. Kind of second nature now, and just ready to go.
Yeah, talk about to the Hawaii defense, what you've seen from them, and what are kind of the main things that they do well that you guys as running backs will have to do to be successful against them?
Definitely. I would say, speaking kind of based off their first game against Vanderbilt, they showed a lot of strong interior pressure. Their D linemen got after it. They're very active, using their hands very well. Their linebackers were doing the same thing. They like to use a bull rush. They use their hands well, doing different types of swim moves. So it's going to be a battle in the trenches. Yeah, we're expecting that, and we know we're going to have to step up and really be effective in protection. And then when we don't need to do that, we need to get out in space and make their secondary guys miss and get into the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, and also too, just kind of talk about kind of a different way of asking a question asked earlier, but after the way last season, and you guys obviously had a rough year, just how exciting is it to have a fresh, clean kind of slate with the new coach, the whole thing?
Yeah, I mean, it's been really refreshing. It's really exciting. Going into the season, it's like, it's not going to be a perfect deal. We're going to face adversity. We faced plenty of adversity, but we know as a group together we've gotten stronger over the summer. We're going to be resilient through it all. And we're really just expecting to have a great season, come out, and the excitement is real. Camp gets long, and you kind of get into the dog days a little bit. But right now, just getting ready to go. We get on the plane tomorrow. Dudes are fired up, and we're just ready to show off this new team.
Talk about too, kind of it's somewhat a unique kind of way to start the season. Friday night in Hawaii. Just talk about kind of the uniqueness of starting a game a day earlier than usual, and how has that affected kind of your guys' preparation, or just how does it change having kind of a short week to start the season?
Yeah, so it's been a short week, but what's nice is, like you said, it is our first game, so it's not like we had a game last Saturday, and it really is a short week. We've just kind of moved up everything a day forward, if that makes any sense, compared to treating Friday as if it was a Saturday game. But you know, like you said, it is a Friday, so we pushed everything up. It's really not that hard. We've been going through camp all day, and you know, kind of all we know is it a practice day or is it an off day? So it's like we've just been going, and you know, we're fired up. We've been getting lifts in, still getting a lot of recovery and treatment, and we'll be ready to go.
2 more questions before I let you go. Just what areas of your game have you most been focusing on in preparation for this year?
Well, I feel like I've always been a durable football player. You know, unfortunately last season I feel like I took that cheap shot on the sideline, and obviously that ended my season short. But with that being said, like this offseason, I really wanted to put an emphasis on gaining some more muscle, gaining some more weight overall, just so I can take some of those hits a little more, stay in there, and really improve my pass protection game. I would say I want to be a reliable guy that can be in the game on every single down, not just first and second down. And so that's been a big focus for me, as well as just overall foot quickness, just getting faster. That's always a focus, but this offseason especially, it was a lot of, you know, really just rehabbing my legs, my shoulder, and getting ready to go in pass protection.
And the final question for you, continue on with the theme of camp. You're drinking it right now. Do you have a favorite flavor of Gatorade? Is it the lime, or do you have other? What's your favorite go-to flavor for Gatorade?
I would say Glacier Freeze. Yeah, light blue is definitely my favorite, but this is a close second for sure.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Casey, and safe travels to Hawaii.
Sweet, thank you.
Yep.